Welcome to today's short Yin Yoga class, and today we're going to be especially focusing on poses to help to release tension in neck and shoulders. So if you have been feeling a little stressed out, perhaps you've been suffering from tension headaches, then this is definitely the class for you, as we just focus on really deep stretching your neck, shoulders and upper back. So to begin, we're going to be doing some breath work, and I want you to come and be more present on your mat, be more aware and present in your body, because we are holding the poses for an extended period of time. I really want you to look after your body, to pay attention to your body, and if you feel any discomfort, pain, or a niggly feeling that doesn't quite feel right while holding any of the poses, please adjust your pose accordingly. And if it doesn't go away, do come out of the pose and you can wait to join us when we go into the next pose. But look after your body, please. And especially since we are focusing on tendons and ligaments in our deep stretches, we don't want to be causing any pain or injury at all. So each pose we hold roughly for between 3 to 5 minutes, and you will be needing your bolster, so have your bolster handy, which is this big stiff pillow. If you don't have a bolster, you can just find a really large, big, stiff pillow, or you can take a duvet or comforter and you can roll it up into a nice, big, tight bundle and use that instead. So come to a seated position on your mat. You can sit comfortably, whichever is easiest for you. You can have your legs crossed, you can do half lotus, full lotus, your preference. Have your hands on your knees. I want you to take a really nice deep breath in through your nose and hold. And slowly breathe out through your mouth and release the tension from your day. Let your shoulders drop as you breathe out. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel your belly and chest rise as they fill up. And hold. And slowly breathe out. And one last really deep breath in. And hold. And slowly breathe out. Feel your muscles in your back lowering and the tension leaving your neck and shoulders as you breathe out. Let your breathing return to normal. During each pose, take mindful breaths in and out through your nose. Try to make them even in length. If you feel your mind is beginning to wander while you're holding each pose, bring it back to your breath. And if you do struggle to keep focusing on your breath, you can count your breaths. So one deep breath in, one deep breath out. 2 breathe in, 2 breathe out. And that in its own is quite a powerful mindfulness practice. So to begin, swing your legs underneath you and come up onto all fours on your mat. Make sure your knees are under your hips, your feet are also hip width apart, and your hands are underneath your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe out, and walk your hands in front of you and slowly drape your body down so that you can bring your forehead down to the mat. And we're going to be holding here for mountain heart pose, and you can lower your arms down to your elbows onto the mat as well, keeping your hips above your knees. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. And using your hands, move as slowly as your body wants to move and push yourself up onto all fours so that your hands are once again underneath your shoulders. You're now going to be doing a thread the needle. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in and take your right hand up to the side. Breathe out and bring it down underneath you behind your left arm. Taking your right hand along the floor and coming down until your shoulder and ears are on the mat. And take your left hand out to the corner of the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out and relax into the pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out, bring your left hand in front of your face and gently push yourself back up onto all fours. Now for the other side, take a deep breath in, bring your left hand up, breathe out, bring it underneath you until your left shoulder and ear are on the mat, and then take your right hand out to the corner of the mat. Nice deep breath in, breathe out and hold the pose. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out, bring your right hand in front of your face and gently push yourself up onto all fours. And then gently push yourself back onto your feet. I want you to swing your feet out from underneath you. You want to sit in the center of your mat, keeping your feet on the mat and your knees bent. You're going to grab your bolster and bring it right behind your back and make sure it's lengthways. And have the bottom of your bolster resting along the bottom of your back. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. You're going to breathe out and slowly lower yourself down onto your bolster. Make sure that your back and your upper back are supported by your bolster, and it's okay if your head hangs over a little bit lower. Then I want you to have your hands at your side and lengthen your legs out. You can bring your feet up to a 90-degree angle to the ground. Take a moment, find your position. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out and hold here, supported fish, for a few minutes. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out and bring your feet flat back onto the mat. And moving as slowly as your body wants you to. Come up onto your elbows and use your hands to push yourself up and lengthen your spine. And roll your bolster out of the way. and come to sit on your mat. We are going to be doing a neck and shoulder release now. I want you to take your right hand and bring the back of your hand to as far as you can possibly go between your shoulders, behind your back. I want you to take your I want you to drop your chin to your chest and then roll your head so that the left ear is over the left shoulder. Take your left hand and just gently pull your head down towards that shoulder and then just hold here for a few breaths. Nice deep breath in. With that, release your left hand, roll your chin to center again, lift your head and bring out your right hand. Now for the other side. Left hand, the back of your left hand as far between your shoulder blades as you can comfortably go. Chin to chest, roll your head so your right ear is above your right shoulder. And take your right hand and just gently pull your head down towards the shoulder and hold here for a few breaths. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, release your right hand. Bring your head back to center and release your left hand. We're now going to finish off with Savasana, final resting pose. So sit at the center of your mat, feet flat on your mat, knees bent, hands in front of you. Roll your spine and slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Lengthen out your legs, let your feet fall apart naturally. Shoulders away from your ears, hands at your sides, palms facing up. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out and relax into the pose. Allow your body to absorb now all the work that you have done first. And while you are lying here, focusing that with every in-breath, you're breathing into your neck and shoulders and upper back. And with every out-breath, you're releasing any tension you may still be holding there. Slowly come back to the room. Take a Nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Bring all your fingers and toes and move your head from side to side. When you are ready, you can bend your knees, roll over onto your side and use your hands to push yourself up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and know that I really appreciate you. Hands in front of your heart and pray. Go well. Namaste.